The UFC put him across from Tatsuro Taira, a 26-year-old phenom from Okinawa, ranked number 3 at flyweight, riding back-to-back finishes, including a brutal second-round TKO of former champion Brandon Moreno. Taira was 8-1 in the UFC, an elite grappler with a 77% career finish rate, and had been called a future champion since the day he signed. And the paper champion talk had pushed something rare. For the first time in his career, a reigning UFC champion was the betting underdog at his own title defense. The odds makers had Van at plus 135. Taira had no doubts about why.
We have to prove who's the real champion this fight.
He didn't stop there. Taira intended to put on a clinic.
Japanese fans have been waiting for the UFC belt. I will win and bring the UFC belt back to Japan. I'm ready to seize this opportunity.
The first 2 rounds at the Prudential Center looked like Taira was about to deliver on that promise. Less than a minute into round 1, Taira ducked under Van's hands and dragged him to the canvas. From there, it was a grappling clinic. Taira controlled position, threatened submissions, and ate up most of the round on top. He did the same thing in round 2. The crowd shifted. The real champion narrative felt like it was about to be answered the wrong way. But Van kept getting up, and every time he did, he won the striking exchanges. Near the end of the second round, Van caught Taira with a right hand that dropped him to the canvas, the first crack in Taira's plan. By round 3, Van was a different fighter. He bloodied Taira with combinations, sent him stumbling with a clean jab, and started turning Taira's wrestling into wasted energy. He carried that momentum into round 4, evening the fight up 2 rounds apiece. The 5th and final round would decide the title, and that's exactly where Van wanted to be. In the 5th round, Taira's tank ran dry. Van pressed forward, attacked the body just like his coach had told him to, and broke Taira down. A clean shot sent Taira to the canvas. Van swarmed with strikes, and at 132 of round 5, the referee waved it off. Van had outlanded Taira 131 to 55 in significant strikes, stuffed 13 of his 21 takedown attempts, finished a top 3 contender inside the championship rounds of a 5-round title fight. Both men walked away with $100,000 fight of the night bonuses. The paper champion was gone.
He's a tough motherfucker, Suro. And you know, shout out to my coach, Daniel Pineda. He said, go to the body and you finish him. As soon as I go to the body, it was over.
And with Pantoja sitting cage side, watching the entire thing, Van made his message to the former champion clear.
You better get your right. We can run it back if you want.
Joshua Van wasn't a paper champion. He was the champion. Joshua Van is exactly what his nickname promises, fearless. And the rest of the flyweight division has every reason to be terrified of that. He is well-rounded, ice-cold under pressure, and nearly impossible to beat. He's the first fighter from Myanmar in UFC history, the first fighter born in the 2000s to win UFC gold, the second youngest champion in UFC history behind only John Jones. He averages the highest significant strikes per minute of any fighter in the history of the promotion. And at 24 years old, he's only getting started. Is there anyone who can beat him? And who do you want to see featured next in this series? Drop your answers in the comments and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video.